In the Christian tradition, this idea of being able to have direct interaction with God is very critical. And it's not there in every world religion. It's not there in other confessions. And even in our culture, even though we might talk about this, we don't necessarily live this in practical terms. So in Essential Orthodox Christian Beliefs, on page 36, there's a quote, and it says, "Very often, the popular concept of God savors more of deism than of theism. In popular thought, God remains confined safely in heaven, happily isolated from life on earth. God does up there is what God does up there. We do our stuff down here, and there's really no connection between the two." There's a really great book, I think I've mentioned it before in these talks, by Father Stephen Freeman called Everywhere Present: Christianity in a One-Story Universe. And one of the points that Father Freeman makes is the fact that in popular understanding, and in a lot of Western Christianity too, we have this sense of a two-story universe where God is up on the second floor and we're on the first floor, and there could even be this gap between us where there's really not much going on. Father Stephen's point is that in Eastern Orthodoxy, we look at the world, at the universe as being one story. That there isn't this great divide between us and God, or between us and the angels, or the saints, or even our departed loved ones. That we are all closer together than what popular culture might suggest, and what even a lot of Western theology might suggest, that there's this very, very intimate connection between these. And so when you look at the scriptures, they introduce us to the living God. And the living God dwells and works among us and within us, not over and above us. I'll say that again. The God of the Scriptures is the living God who works among us and within us, not over and above us. And this finds its culmination, of course, in the incarnation of the Son of God. And what do the prophecies say? You shall call his name Emmanuel, which means God with us. This is the God that we worship. The God who willingly empties himself and takes on the form of a servant, accepting death, even death on the cross. And that's what Paul says in his letter to the Philippians. Christ comes with us into the depth of our human experiences to lift us up to the height of his glory. And so this is the way we declare, we proclaim, and we experience and celebrate God. Not God who is just way up there and unconcerned with what's going on down here, but who was so concerned that he was willing and well pleased to even become one of us. In becoming one of us, give us a way to become one with him.
Thanks for listening to this episode of my podcast. If you'd like to learn more about Eastern Orthodox Christianity, but aren't near an Orthodox church, you might be interested in the Fellowship of St. Theophan the Recluse, an online community for seekers and inquirers, all in that same situation. We have members in the U.S., Latin America, the British Isles, Africa, and Australia. For more information, message me or send me an email. Until next time, take care, and God bless.